The last words of 8 famous dictators. 1. Muammar Gaddafi.
What did I do to you?
Gaddafi ruled Libya for 42 years. In 2011, the country was engulfed by a civil war. After NATO intervened, Gaddafi was forced to flee. He was captured by insurgents. They beat him up and then shot him. Gaddafi died in an ambulance on the way to the hospital. 2. Nicolae Ceausescu.
Long live the Socialist Republic of Romania, independent and free.
Ceausescu ruled communist Romania for 24 years. In 1989, the country erupted in protests. Ceausescu ordered the army to open fire, but the military changed sides. Ceausescu and his wife Elena were arrested while trying to flee. They were quickly tried and executed on December 25, 1989. The execution was shown on Romanian TV. 3. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto.
Allah help me, for I am innocent.
Bhutto ruled Pakistan as president and prime minister. He grew increasingly authoritarian over time. In 1973, he sent the army to squash an uprising. Thousands of civilians were killed. He still won the election, but the opposition claimed it had been rigged. Violence escalated across the country. Bhutto was deposed in a military coup. He was tried and executed for murdering a political opponent. 4. Benito Mussolini.
Aim at my heart.
Mussolini ruled Italy for 21 years. The fascist leader was deposed in 1943. In 1945, he tried to flee to Switzerland. Mussolini and his mistress Clara Petacci were apprehended. On April 28, 1945, both were summarily shot. Their bodies were hung upside down in a Milan plaza. 5. Nero.
Oh, what an artist dies in me.
Most Roman sources describe Nero as a tyrant. He was a corrupt and self-indulgent ruler. Nero locked people in the theater during his performances. He cheated in the Olympic Games. He executed Christians. Nero was only 17 when he ascended the throne. During his 14-year reign, he bankrupted the Roman treasury. The Senate voted to execute him. Nero chose to kill himself instead. His last words were spoken to a soldier who tried to save him. 6. Augusto Pinochet.
Today, as my days draw to a close, I want to make it clear that I love my country more than anything.
Pinochet ruled Chile from 1973 to 1990. After he was forced to resign, he emigrated. He was arrested in 1998 and put on trial. He died at the age of 91. Before being convicted, Pinochet issued his final statement a week before his death. 7. Saddam Hussein.
I testify that there is no deity but God, and I testify that Muhammad is the messenger of God.
Saddam ruled Iraq for 24 years. In 2003, the U.S. invaded Iraq. Saddam fled but was captured. An Iraqi court found him guilty of crimes against humanity. Hussein was executed on December 30, 2006. He recited the Shahada twice before his death. Hussein died while saying Muhammad's name the second time. 8. Francisco Franco.
Now that the time is near for me to stand in judgment before God Almighty, I ask that He look kindly upon me, since I have striven to live and to die as a good Catholic.
The dictator ruled Spain for 36 years. Between 1939 and 1975, Franco transformed the country. Around 200,000 political dissidents were executed by militias. An additional 400,000 were imprisoned. Many died of malnutrition in concentration camps. Others were forced into slavery. Franco died of old age on November 20, 1975. He released his final statement a week before his death.